Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Damn Music Show. Join the damn nation. Smash that subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Come tag along, because we're keeping you informed, and you guys are informing us as well. It's a circle. It's a Vindaloop, all right? It's a vicious cycle. You tell us something, we watch it, we respond to it, you respond to us. It's a wonderful, wonderful roller coaster that we go on together. We got a real fun one today. Surprised the whole world, really, frankly, very much myself included, Darren as well. The Grammys were on 2 days ago.
Yes, I watched the whole thing.
And this artist won
Song of the Year, which is given to the songwriter.
Song of the Year. And she was up against
Adele, Beyonce, Lizzo, and a whole bunch, maybe Harry Styles, a whole bunch of other heavy hitters. I'd never even heard of the song 2 days ago.
If you're watching, kids, since Micah likes to do this in a PSA, remember that award shows
Uncle Micah.
Award shows have nothing to do with anything. And this is a great moment to prove that, where a bunch of people decided in an artistic sphere that Bonnie deserved this. Well, guess what? She absolutely did. But they easily could have overlooked her. This could have never been on the list. This song, to me, I'm not going to say I've heard another million songwriters write a song as deep as this. This is a deep, wonderful song. But it's not what's necessarily on the #1 pop charts happening right now. So therefore, it can get overlooked. I'm so happy to see a song like this win an award like this, which is going to it's going to push Bonnie's career into the stratosphere. Right? Well, if you don't know Bonnie Raitt, like a company in New England over there, guys, over the pond, get your stuff together. Then you should. I mean, she's one of the founders. And I said this a second ago. Sorry, I'm rambling on. But very few people have as much control. This is a big deal of their instrument, their voice, and their lyrics as Bonnie Raitt. So take note. She commands all three dominantly.
Well, here's the deal. We've done over 200 videos on this show, and we've probably reviewed 150 songs. Micah has seen Bonnie Raitt twice in concert.
I have seen her twice in concert.
And neither one of us had heard of this song, and now it won Song of the Year. We've not heard the song. However, I did look it up this morning what it's about. It's about organ donation. She said that she wrote it in the style of John Prine to honor him.
After he had passed,
yeah. And then I watched the show, and she was genuinely surprised and glad for her. She's 73 years old. And you said award shows are not about anything. They're about popularity contests and usually hot young people. So trust me, you guys, I see it every day on this show. Ageism is a real thing. So good for Bonnie for winning this. And we're going to see what it's all about.
And not award shows aren't nothing, but that if your art doesn't have a bunch of accolades following it, it doesn't represent the magnitude of your art. And keep creating in a healthy way.
I saw a woman on TikTok last night said, award shows are not popularity contests. They kind of are, man.
Yeah, anyway. This is a moment where they broke the mold. I don't know. Anyways, feels
just
a little
like that.
Kind of feels like
Song of the Year.
Sometimes feels a little bit like a publicity stunt, but I'm glad they did it. Let's have a listen. Here we go, everybody.
I watched him circle around the block, finally stopped at mine. Took a while before he knocked, like all he had was time. Excuse me, ma'am, maybe you can help. The directions weren't so clear. I'm looking for Olivia's hand. They said I might find her here. Well, I looked real hard and asked him what she's got he's looking for.
Love that B3.
Said there's something I think she'd want to know when I let him in the door. It's not like me to trust so quick. Caught me by surprise, but something about him gave me ease, right there in his eyes. Just like that, your life can change if I hadn't looked away. My boy might still be with me now. He'd be 25 today. No knife can carve away the stain, no drink They say Jesus brings you peace and grace. Well, he ain't found me yet. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
I love that B3.
Na 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 na.
Love that guitar echoes her.
Sat down and took a deeper breath and looked right in my face. I heard about the son you lost, how you left without a trace. I spent years just trying to find you so I could finally let you know it was your son's heart that saved me and a life you gave us both. And just like that your life can change. Look what the angels send. I laid my head upon his chest and I was with my boy again. Well, I spent so long in darkness, I never thought the night would end. But somehow grace has found me, and I had to let him in.
Micah, your comments.
Well, there's just so much about this, Darren,
A lot to unpack.
that I love about it, like just way outside of the song and the songwriting. For those of you who don't know Bonnie Raitt, she's a true pioneer of the arts. Guitar as a human, let's not like even break it down into guys or girls. Bonnie's someone I really respect, and we probably don't talk about her as much as we do like somebody like Dolly Parton, but she's at the same caliber for me. Part of me has even more love for Bonnie. I've watched Bonnie live twice. In fact, I have a super quick story. I saw her play. She's one of the only artists I've ever seen that like really messed up on stage, hit like a real banger, and she goes, "Hey guys, let's just roll that back. That's my fault." And it was the most attractive thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, she just so confidently wasn't even not shook. That song for me is that. And so artists, if you're out there and you're writing, remember that art is about impact and going forward and being present to the things that are going on around you, especially you songwriters out there. You can get great at your skill, and you do have to spend a lot of time in it, but you can't fake it at the end of the day. And if you want to go back and listen to Bonnie's catalog, which is pretty much infinite, you'll find a million songs like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm just in love with this in so many levels. It's like this is annoying. I feel like it was done almost as a ploy, though. Like I feel like the awards did it to shake it up. You know, let's shake it up. Let's mix it up. Let's do something a little different. I'm glad they did, and there's no person more deserving of it than Bonnie. And this song is, I mean, amazing. If you're a storyteller, this is A to B. You know, you're going from north to south. You're trying to get to a song, and you know, you're trying to make your listener see the story and feel it. And the imagery that she gave on hearing her son's heartbeat in somebody else's chest, that's wild. I mean, it's really intense, and you can hear it like her voice breaks while she's singing it. I mean, super intense. So when you talk about landing a story, that's it. You know, that's it. And I'm so proud. I'm so happy that this is up at the top, that we're getting to talk about something like this. That it's just a human being's art. That's all this is. Bonnie, aside from a celebrity or anything else, this is a human being's art. Found a way to process it. Who is a master of three crafts, which, you know, bow down. It's not easy to be a master of your voice, your instrument, and your lyrics. Well done, Bonnie. Well done.
Yeah. So, two or three things. Number one is, I've lost faith in award shows over the last 5 to 7 years for a lot of reasons. Mostly just because I think they're trying to, you know, give awards to who is the hippest, and they can charge the most money for advertisers and all those things. Number two is they may have done it to shake things up. I don't want to say that because I don't want to take away from the true art that she created.
Sure.
But she, you know, both things can be true. I really hope that this signals some of coming out a little bit of the wokeness that are with awards. I'm not anti-woke. I'm just anti-going crazy about it. I started to focus on the artist. I'm really shocked and surprised that a 73-year-old woman won for song of the year. I'm surprised on so many levels.
Yeah. How many times do you get somebody that age winning awards at award shows?
But putting all the conjecture aside, the song is damn good. It's amazing.
Awesome. It's awesome.
And she deserves the award for the songwriting that she did. And the last thing I would say this is, as a parent of 2 boys, I go out of my way not to talk about my kids to people that don't have children. I find it pointless. This topic, if you go back 15, 20 years of the topic of award of songs that have won awards, it's always almost like As It Was or About Damn Time. It's usually something fun and punchy.
Upbeat.
Nothing like this ever wins. Ever. And the idea of the death of the child is the absolute worst nightmare any human being can go through. I've lost a brother. I've lost a father. That was horrible. I don't even want to talk about the idea of losing a child, because all I care about in this world is providing for my family and protecting my kids. I think about it all day. I think about it all night. I can't imagine the pain that somebody would go through. Organ donation is something we don't talk about in this. So congratulations to Bonnie Raitt, to whatever the story is that started this thing that she created. But this thing that she created is a true piece of art. The song's great. She sings great. The lyrics are great. It is award-winning, regardless whatever all the stuff is, and I agree there's definitely stuff there. I choose to ignore it and just say she won because it's a badass song, and it is.
Yeah, I think what also I'm trying to drive at is that any type of art, or even if you look at like surfing or ice skating or stuff, it is judged by a group of people that have an opinion.
Yeah,
it's not a sport where the ball goes in the basket and you get 2 points. And anytime you have that, we there's no way to even comprehend how much this shifts our interests. Because if those people started giving awards to 15 artists that wrote songs like this, guess what would be at the top of the charts?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really driving at here, is that there's a giant world out there. In fact, there's a great article. It's called The Rise of the Mid-Tier Artist. You could even put Bonnie Raitt now as a mid-tier artist,
which
right?
is so weird to hear that coming out of your mouth.
And that's where
I'm old enough to remember when she was the boss.
Queen Bonnie, in my book, Bonnie is one of the living legends. I mean, she is one of the shows you should go see. She is the most confident, attractive, one of the best players I've ever seen in my life. Play music.
I mean, there was 3 or 4 years where "Come to My Window" was the number 1 song on the planet.
The thing about Bonnie, and that every young artist or grown adult should see, I think true art is about being who you are and having that shine through. And Bonnie is it. Bonnie is quintessentially who she is. You can see it in people like Stevie Wonder or Elton John. It's the presence to their moment and the spot they are in time, and Bonnie does that. And this song is a moment in time where she was there yet again
Slice
for
of
us
life.
to share, to help us not feel so alone, because we've all lost people. And this song does that. It hits you in a real place because it really happened. And that's what we're talking about here, and that's what I'm so happy to see up at the top of that.
Me too.
I'm glad to see the awards are giving awards to this. They should be. It is deserving.
It kind of restores my faith in award shows. I think the Grammys have really gotten
gives
sideways.
Me a little.
But this is the most shocking award win, TV, radio, anything
in a long time.
It was crazy, and we gotta, this is going to be a special edition because it's so long. But Harry Styles was up there talking, giving his acceptance speech, and there were people in the crowd yelling, as I mentioned before, Beyonce should have won. Like,
come on, people. That's
so disrespectful.
I'll tell you though,
even if it's true, you don't yell it when that person's up there having their moment.
100%, because it can't be true. Which is what we're talking about. We're talking about this all being a perception of people. It's just somebody else's opinion. I'll tell you, but
it's not like they pick some rando off the street. He's Harry Styles.
I do swear, and we talked about how many awards he was going to win, and he deserves it. I do feel more and more like when we thought Idiocracy, the movie, and if anyone hasn't seen the movie Idiocracy, was going to be the year 2020. No, it's going to be the year 3000. It is here. Okay, Will Smith is punching out people on stage. People are yelling. It should have been somebody else on stage. I mean,
He wouldn't have
TV
done it
shows.
if they drank his electrolytes.
Oh my gosh, it's Gatorade. Yeah, you just put water on the plants. Ouch my balls. I just like
Anywho.
it's here, but this is a moment in time where they chose not to choose Ouch My
Yeah,
Balls, the TV show.
that is the key.
Yeah, and
No, seriously. I mean, that is.
I agree.
Yeah.
And they said, hey, why don't we give some real art, some real people that are really present to all their things and who have mastered
Look,
all
in
this
the
stuff
greater discussion of life and spy balloons and everything else, this is nothing. Even in pop culture, this is not a big deal. But if you're a music fan, this is a big damn deal.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal, everybody. Well, do me 2 favors, you guys. Go listen to more Bonnie Raitt and go watch Idiocracy if you can, because it'll really help.
Not at the same time.
Stay more focused. Honestly, it might go well together. It might be like a heavy dose of reality all at one time. My name is Michael Wagner. This is Darren Drewitz. Join the damn nation. Smash that subscribe. Ring that notification bell down below. Educate us. We'll hopefully educate you as well, and we'll look forward to it next time. Congratulations on the Queen,
Yes.
Bonnie Raitt. Just like that, you are one of the great artists of all time. Congratulations.